we've had a very customer-centric discussion, but I want to drill into that further. Can you tell us a bit more about iptiQ's offering when it comes to the office of the customer?
Yeah, this is a relatively new proposition for us, and it's important really across three areas. The first area is that we have to put the customer at the centre of everything we do. We want to become an organisation focused on positive and good customer outcomes. So that was the starting point, the sort of the genesis of the idea. I'd seen this done in other organisations where you provide this unrelenting focus, and it was important that iptiQ adopted this. So there are basically three parts to the office of the customer: for the mind of the customer, the voice of the customer, and the value of a customer. So taking short introduction on each area, the mind of the customer is all about understanding what motivates a consumer to buy an insurance product. And I think it's super important that we understand what concerns our policyholders, what's on their mind, so that we can manufacture better products. The voice of the customer is also very important, and for two reasons. The voice allows the customer to interact with iptiQ and with the partners that we work with. But there's also a growing amount of regulatory focus on being focused on good outcomes for customers, being able to provide compliance capability and a governance capability so that we are seen by the regulators in the jurisdictions in which we operate to be focused on what those customer outcomes are. And then finally, the value of a customer. Obviously, we want to ensure that customers get the right products and are buying the right services that they need. Yeah. But obviously, we want to make sure that that is commercially viable. So the value of a customer is something we sit down with our partners and we discuss with them what products and service offerings do you want to make to your customers over time. And that's where we call the value of a customer.
Amazing. And I'd like to understand that process a bit more. Is it a very much sit-down process and you work with your customers to find out more about their customers, or do they come with you with a brief and you work it out? How does that go now?
So we consider ourselves to be leaders in this space. So it's very proactive. Yeah. It's something we sit down with partners at the beginning of the process, and we consider it a point of differentiation for iptiQ versus our competitors. Yeah. We sit down, we have an open and frank conversation with our partners about what do you want this to lead to. This is not a one-off event. This is a strategic activity over years. So it's very important that there is alignment between the partner and between iptiQ as to what the right outcomes are for the customer.